Welcome to Sister Chat, where we come together to connect, honor, advocate for, and teach each other. I'm Sister Sally Bohnett, and today we have a special edition to invite you to our third annual SHINE Women's Summit coming up on November 7th. The Sisters of Notre Dame launched the SHINE Women's Summit in 2022 to bring women together to support, honor, inspire, nurture, and empower each other. With me today are two members of our volunteer leadership team who have helped to put on the Women's Summit since its inception. Lori Edgeworth, the Vice President of Enrollment and Partnerships from Mercy College, and Sarah Sobel-Poage, who is the Vice President of Sylvania Graphics. I have been blessed to know both of you for a long time, but will you please briefly introduce yourselves to our audience? And Sarah, why don't we start with you?
I'm Sarah Sobel-Poage. I'm the Vice President of Sylvania Graphics Incorporated. I'm a very proud Notre Dame Academy alum. I'm a 2017 recipient of the 20 Under 40 Award. I'm on the board of the Cultural Arts Fund of Wood County, and I am beyond excited for this year's SHINE event.
Great, thank you very much. Lori, you're next.
Okay, thanks, Sister Sally. I am Lori Edgeworth. As you said, I'm the Vice President for Enrollment and Partnerships at Mercy College. This is my 42nd year in higher education. I used to work at the University of Toledo also. I'm a lifelong Toledoan, and I am a mother, a wife, a daughter, a grandmother, all of those things. And I am thrilled to be a part of the SHINE event.
That's great, thank you. Lori and Sarah are two members of our volunteer leadership team, or VLT as we call them. But there are 18 other members who help to plan the event every year. We Sisters of Notre Dame are so appreciative to have such amazing women who help us shine through this event. SHINE has given us a chance to meet and work with so many wonderful women, and that really is the point of our Women's Summit, to bring women of all faiths, ages, and backgrounds together to share stories, to recognize each other's gifts, and celebrate all that women are doing in the world. Lori and Sarah, you have both been involved with SHINE since the beginning, but what is it that encouraged you to get involved, and what keeps you coming back each year? Maybe Lori?
Well, I am going to be brutally honest. One of the things, or two of the things that encouraged me to get involved are, one, you, Sister Sally, because I've known you from working with you at Mercy College, and I have a hard time saying no to Sister Sally. The other piece for me is Carrie Rochelle, and worked with her when she was a student at the University of Toledo. You know, women should be supporting women. So when asked, I was more than willing to say yes. And what keeps me coming back is the event in general, because it is all about highlighting women and the importance, the things women do. I think that that's an important thing to contribute to the community.
Thank you very much, Lori. And just to clarify, Carrie Rochelle is the Sisters of Notre Dame Director of Mission Advancement, and really she's our leader in this event. So, Sarah, how about you? What brings you back?
Well, like Lori, I came because Sister Sally personally reached out, hunted me down.
You were my student.
And you can't say no to Sister Sally or Sister Carol.
No.
The passion and sincerity that Sister Carol had describing the purpose of SHINE, and then hearing Sister Carol and her passion. it was inspiring and contagious, and how
Right.
could you say no to that? And a unique sisterhood was born and carried us through that first event, the highs, the lows, the ins, the outs. And even though we come from, like you said, different backgrounds, we were working for the same purpose,
Right.
towards the same mission, which is amazing and kind of sort of rare amongst women. Women involved in China are just cool.
Right.
They're cool and supportive, and that is beyond a blessing.
Right. And we get to highlight women
Other cool women.
doing great things.
Doing great things.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
You're
And
welcome.
just to clarify, you mentioned Sister Carol. That's Sister Carol Gregory, who's on our volunteer leadership team and longtime educator
Yes.
at Notre Dame Academy.
She was my principal when I was at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So even though it's been a while since I've been there, I still will never say no to Sister Carol.
Well, this year's Shine, the theme is Reach for the Stars, and will focus specifically on ways women have made an impact through work in STEM fields. Sarah, I know you are really excited about our keynote guest, so why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about her?
That was subtly put. I'm overly excited about our guest. Our keynote speaker this year is Dr. C.H.A.T. Sullivan. Kathy's childhood dream was to explore the world. Little could she have known that her passion for exploration would lead to an expertise that would take her from the frontiers of both space and sea. One of the first 6 women to be included in the astronaut class. There were 35 of them, and 6 of them were women. She was one of them. She made history as the first American woman to do a spacewalk, a 3.5-hour spacewalk. And she wanted to fly on 3 shuttle missions. One of them was to deploy the Hubble telescope, which she worked on for 5.5 years before that. And then she was part of the group to make it happen. If she didn't do enough already in space. In 2020, Sullivan traveled on an expedition to the bottom of the Challenger Deep, becoming the first woman to reach the deepest known point in Earth's ocean, and the first person to travel both Challenger Deep and into space. And 2 fun facts: she ate lunch while she was in the deepest part of the ocean, and she called the International Space Station when she was down there.
From the bottom.
She knew some people, so she made a phone call. And on top of everything else, she is an author. In 2016, Sullivan published a children's book, To the Stars, the first American woman to walk in space. Wow. And then in 2019, she publishes her first memoir, Handprints on Hubble, an astronaut's story of invention, which recounts her experience as an astronaut and the launching of the Hubble Space Telescope.
Wow.
Which is a fantastic read. And if you want to know more about her character, her personality really comes through in this book.
I can't wait to read it.
It's
It's
a good read. It's an easy read. So come out to meet her. Get an autograph.
I'm excited.
You should be.
Like you said, mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
This is going to be something to hear. We're so grateful to have Chrys Peterson MC the event this year. And one of the things I love about the program is that instead of having the speaker deliver a keynote address, Chrys interviews the keynote guest, and she is so good at asking questions that give the audience a true glimpse of the speaker's story and the ups and downs of the journey that got where they are. Chrys will also moderate a panel discussion with local women who are helping others through their work in STEM. Lori, will you share the great panelists we have lined up this year?
Absolutely. We have Sister Ethel Parrott of Notre Dame from
Yes.
Covington, Kentucky region, and she's a renowned science instructor. We also have Adrian Bell, IT delivery manager for First Solar and a Notre Dame Academy alum. We have an engineer, Adrian Taylor, is joining us from SSOE. Devon Overton from the United Way of Greater Toledo will share her perspective as a chief data officer. And Andrea Gwynn, president of Mercy St. Anne's Hospital and the Sylvania Medical Center, will round out the panel.
Thank you. I love that the audience will hear from so many women whose stories are inspirational. Every year we hear from people who attend SHINE that they leave feeling ready to do more after hearing the stories of how our speakers overcame whatever obstacles may have been in their way to accomplish their dreams. Our Women Who Shine recognition program, where we honor 5 women whose work has helped others shine. We select one woman who has specifically stood out in her efforts to do each of the 5 pillars of SHINE: support, honor, inspire, nurture, and empower other women. The 2024 Support Award is being presented to oncologist and hematologist Dr. Shaylee Desai. I was really excited when I saw that she was nominated because I know women who have been her patients, and she is so kind and loving and supportive of her patients.
That's how I felt when I saw that Dr. Ann Rush was up for the honor category. After working for ProMedica for 25 years, Dr. Rush founded Compassion Health Toledo, where she cares for the underserved community in the area. And she has been the executive director of SOHOPE, which is a nonprofit organization that benefits the people of Guatemala. And she's done that for the past 16 years.
Wow, some great backgrounds. And you know, the recipients this year, I think, all embody the category nominated in. I know when I read Jennifer Van Horn from the Metro Parks, when I read her bio and her information, I was totally inspired, because when you look at the work she's done with the parks and also her former role at the zoo, she's driven projects to make Toledo a destination, this area a destination city and area for people to enjoy.
Right. And what about our nurture recipient this year? Is there any better word to describe Sloan Everly Mann and her efforts towards the Girl Power events at Imagination Station? Over the past decade, that event alone has exposed thousands of girls to STEM, broadening their ideas of what they can do and what they can be.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. I love that girl power. It's wonderful. I just love this whole recognition program. And I love that we're giving Dr. Monica Holliday Goodman the Empower Award. She has been at the University of Toledo for over 30 years, and in that time has empowered countless young women to reach their academic goals and achieve their dreams. Well, as you can tell, we are excited, to say the least, about SHINE Women's Summit 2024. We hope you are too, and that you plan to join us on Thursday, November 7th at Parkway Place in Maumee. Doors open at 4 for a nonprofit organization expo and interactive STEM fair. The speaking program will begin at 5:30. After the program, the expo and STEM fair will resume as Dr. Kathy Sullivan will meet guests and sign copies of her book, which will be available for purchase that night. Tickets are only $50 and include dinner. Be sure you get your tickets at the link below. The SHINE Women's Summit is made possible through the generous support of our corporate sponsors: Goldman Sachs, Sylvania Graphics, Colburn Patterson, SSOE, Civil and Environmental Consultants, Notre Dame Academy, Clifton Larson Allen, Daring Fleet Management, Mercy College, Dr. James C. Moeller, Sisters of St. Francis, Signature Bank, White House Family Dental. Thank you to all of our sponsors. I'd like to thank Lori and Sarah
Thank
for
you.
joining me today and for all they are doing to help make Shine 2024 happen. And thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you at Shine.